Bitcoin right now on the cusp of a giant breakout. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some very important charts that you need to see, as well as taking a look at a massive buy signal that just flashed on the price. And more importantly, what the hell's going on with USDT dominance? This is a big sign for what's about to come in the price for Bitcoin. So all of that in this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So I thought it was worthwhile starting here, the daily move on Bitcoin, I guess, the daily kind of returns that come in. And we can see they're down about 0.49%. Now, interestingly enough, in general election or, US presidential elections, we do generally see 2 days of red candles. You see that back in 2020, we both got 2 days and then a big move on the third day. And then interestingly enough, 5 days from the start, we got a massive move. And that seems to tend to happen in November. So this is pretty much playing out exactly as we would expect. If you take a look at the monthly returns, we're down about 1.19%. Now, November, interestingly enough, does have some red months in it. But what we do know on elections, they tend to be very green. You see here 5.42% on 2016, 2020 was 42%. And then look, who knows what it's going to be in this month of November, but there's lots of positive things coming. So keep your eyes peeled on what's going on with that. But look at this. Child's Crypto over here for this chart. Very interesting that we see Bitcoin again breaking out from that downward trend. We'll see that more prominently when we look at my actual live chart, but we do then see USDT dominance coming down as well. Now, this is a good news. Why? Because it means money is flowing out of stablecoin and it's flowing into cryptocurrency. Net outflows from exchanges are at a normal level. We're not seeing huge amounts of risk being removed from the market, particularly capital is staying in. This is a positive sentiment. Now, there's a couple of things we'll talk about with the election in just a minute, but overall, Bitcoin continues to show its breakout from that downward trend, while USDT shows a releasing of the dominance make, which is a very good news story. And look, we expect Bitcoin to rally. People still talking about 150, 160K, maybe even bigger to that $200,000, $250,000 mark. So these are all positive catalysts that's going on. So let's talk a little bit about a big price action that has just flashed. And Bitcoin triggered a massive buy signal with the second green month candle. Now, trading short has mentioned here that it's always a good sign to buy whenever the Bitcoin price closes in 2 consecutive green month candles. He made the assertion based on a multi-year chart, which is claimed to show that the market continues to rally whenever Bitcoin records 2 straight green candles. History tells us exactly that whenever we see 2 monthly closes, and we've been talking about what the monthly close is important for us right now, and equally those price targets that we'll talk about at the end of this video is incredibly important. Back in 2017's bull run, Bitcoin price recorded numerous straight green candle occasions, and the market cycle looks to be replicating the 2021 bull market pattern. And we said that a number of times. History doesn't necessarily repeat itself, it does often rhyme. Therefore, though, trading short is absolutely in a world that buying opportunity is right now for Bitcoin. Now, some people may say, hold on a minute, 2Bit. It's over $69,000. What do you mean as a potential pump? Well, think about this. There's 2 possible outcomes for next week. One is that Donald Trump is elected, and one is that Kamala Harris is elected. Now, interestingly enough, people would say, well, the price of Bitcoin has been going down. The reason being is this. We know the markets have been pricing in a Trump victory. He, however, has slipped 11% in the last 4 days, and you can see the race is now getting closer and closer. Now, polymarket shouldn't be taken as the absolute be-all and end-all, given the fact that it's a monetary indication of who could potentially win, but this obviously is important. This moves the markets. So when we talk about Bitcoin's flash price at 69,000, if a Trump victory comes in, experts, in particular economist Alex Kruger, predict Bitcoin could rally very quickly to $90,000. Now, my personal view is that's a little bit expensive, and I could see us in and around the 83, 84 mark, but we could even see that crypto drops lower if he was not to be elected, potentially 65,000 or even more. Now, 65,000 is a key support level for us. We've talked about that previously, but these are the opportunist and ultimately the potential bull market case. So what does it look like in the live chart? And I think it's definitely worthwhile taking a look. So the market getting a bit hammered today. It's the weekend. It's nothing really a surprise, but you can see this important part. We still are in the breakout from this downward channel as we move towards that green dotted line, which is ultimately the election. Now, we drew this on the charts about 5 days ago as a key support line. Now, it was resistance on a number of occasions and now has flipped into support. Now, we want to see Bitcoin hold this price before it starts to break out above. Now, if we were to take a look, though, at the monthly chart, and the monthly chart is definitely a little bit more interesting as we start to talk about where this could get to. And we've discussed this chart at length. So this is ultimately where we have the previous market cycles and equally this range. Now, something to be mindful of. generally we've seen breakouts on this line. Now, this is the horizontal line taking us from the previous all-time high. When we break that on a monthly candle, we generally therefore see the move. But you can see it was quite quick, both in 2016 and 2020. Now, what's the difference here? Well, the accumulation phase is much more significant. What does this mean? Generally, and this is a general assumption, the price and the move post that break will be much more aggressive. And this is why people truly believe we could see something like $250,000 to $300,000 on a Bitcoin price. Mine's always been around 150K, but we need to see the close above this line. That's about 70,324 on the monthly candle, in my opinion, then gives us a solid break to the upside and absolutely starts the bull market. You can see there the 2 monthly candles that have gone green could absolutely indicate a big move. But Tuesday will be a key day for everyone, let alone the cryptocurrency investors, but we'll keep you posted on exactly what's going on. So if that's something like the sound of, you want to stay ahead of everyone else in the market and get ready for this upcoming bull market, smash that like button and don't forget, turn your notification bell on so you're uploaded every time we have some new content for you. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.